Hey everyone, this is Gabby with the Backlog for March 3rd, 2015. So, sorry about that break. I meant to have an episode out last week, but kind of got caught up with a bunch of other stuff. And also, there really hasn't been anything I've been interested in. And this isn't like a current gaming news, must keep up with new stuff every day kind of thing. I just kind of, when I see enough interesting stuff, I'll talk about shit, and hopefully it's something that not everyone has heard constantly. Not that anybody listens to this. But, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 came out. So did Unity 5. There's been a possible leaked Metal Gear Solid 5 release date, and a bunch of other shit's happening, so I guess let's talk. So first up, so Unity and Unreal being free is an interesting trend. I think that's what I'm probably talking about most of the time today, because it's hard to explain, but like, game development used to be something where you had to pay a shit ton of money to get into it, unless you got like the shitty free version of Unity, which was like super limited in a lot of ways, or if you learned how to do something on your own. Like, I don't know if Five Nights at Freddy's is built in Unity. I'm not sure what Scott built that in. I haven't looked. I think it might be Unity. Or you can learn to make your own engine or something. But nowadays, I mean, Unreal 4 being free and Unity 5 being free, the whole engine, it's kind of awesome that that's where we're at. And that these kinds of things are open up for an entire generation, or 2 generations, or 3 generations of people who have been playing video games their entire lives. Because I know people who are the previous generation to me who play the shit out of video games still, and probably would have some fun in developing stuff. And I know people like myself who haven't really ever looked into it because it costs so goddamn much, but at the same time, hey, maybe now that it is, I'll look into it, and maybe there's going to be a lot more people, and there's going to be kids who grew up playing Minecraft and Pokemon and stuff, who are just these little tiny children, and they're going to grow up even now, like 8-9 years old, are learning how to code in Unity, and in learning how to, learning how to like use the Unreal Engine and everything, and it's kind of gonna open up a completely different world to everything else that we've done with video games so far. Like, outside of a very nice indie scene, we have a few major companies who make really shitty games and they're just the same game over and over. I love you, Nintendo, but you haven't put out a new IP in, a decade? And you're finally doing it. Just please don't fuck it up, and don't do the every new game is the same as the last one, because I love Zelda and I love Metroid so much, and I love Mario, I love everything Nintendo puts out, but good God, it's the same 5 franchises, and hell, even Metroid has disappeared lately. And it's the same thing with Ubisoft. I mean, they have their little tiny studios that make the UbiArt games, like Grow Home and Valiant Hearts and Child of Light and stuff like that, which are great games. But then you have the large hundreds of people studios that are making, how many Assassin's Creeds are there? Like 6, 7? 7 of them? Including the mobile ones, like the handhelds and stuff. Like, that's ridiculous. That's insane. And Call of Duty is being shit out every year by 3 different developers. Activision, calm the fuck down. You already ruined the rhythm genre by doing yearly fucking releases and then piling those to, what was it, 10 in a year for Guitar Hero, and then it just destroyed everything and they canceled making the games ever again. I mean, and large-scale developers have lost sight of what makes gaming so great, and indies still have, but it costs so much money. So there's so many people who have probably really great ideas and don't have the resources or just the cash to have used, like, Unreal 3 or the nice version of Unity. Probably was way out of other people's reach until recently. And that's really awesome that it's not now. And it's going to be this really, really awesome, like, set of games and new things that we're going to see over the next 5-10 years of people like I said, 8-year-olds who are currently learning how to use Unity. And in 10 years, when they release their first, like, full-fledged game, and they've been messing with these engines for a decade, and they're these kids who are only doing it by themselves, it's gonna be great, and I cannot wait for it. So, yes, good on you, Epic and Unity. Thank you for doing this, because it opens up the door for myself, and it opens up the door for everyone else to get into making video games, and making other things. Like, Unreal can be used for so many things, and I'm sure Unity can too. I haven't really looked into the engine that much, but it's going to be interesting. This, and with HoloLens coming out, which I had a very, very, very long, well, not very long, but it's, I had a very interesting conversation with Joanna Blackheart. I can't speak today. I had a very interesting conversation with Joanna Blackheart about, like, how awesome HoloLens is, and then it devolved into how awesome the Singularity will be and stuff. But, I mean, HoloLens is already pretty freaking amazing, so, but can you imagine using HoloLens and Unity and knowing how to do this stuff and, like, and learning how to create games at a very young age and have all this stuff open up to you for free? I mean, yeah, I think HoloLens is like $300, but it'll be interesting to see how things evolve from this point on, with two of the largest engines in the entire games industry free now. I don't know. We'll see how things shake out, but it should be cool. As for other stuff, it looks like not much is happening. I'm getting a 404 on a Polygon article I wanted to talk about No Man's Sky being large enough it needed unpiloted drones to go map the entire thing or something. I don't know. So I guess that game's going well. Okay. I really wish I could read the article, but I'm just getting a 404 on it, so never mind. Looks like Resident Evil Revelations 2 got released with a without the local co-op, because Capcom felt it was a good idea to do that after saying it would have it. They've now re-released the co-op patch, and because it got modded into the game anyway, because fuck them. But Capcom's kind of stupid. I mean, why would you tell people, hey, yeah, it'll have local co-op so you can play with a friend on your computer, and then a couple days before releasing the game go, never mind, we kind of took out the local co-op, don't be mad at us, please, bye. Whatever. Capcom has been pissing people off forever, so I don't care anymore. They, over the weekend, it looks like there was a showing for Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns expansion, which apparently is looking pretty good. I've been watching videos from Bogotter, who has been posting his coverage stuff of it because he went to go check out the game, and it's it's looking cool. Definitely not a normal MMO expansion. Not just add in 10 levels and a new tier of rating or whatever. It's actually been, it actually looks like it could be a fairly nice refinement to the game. So, considering that thing has stolen hundreds of hours of my life, I would like something new to do. And also, we have 17 minutes of Firewatch gameplay out. It looks interesting. It looks kind of like a very orange version of The Forest, except without the weird cannibal tribe. I don't know. It seems like it also could turn to something else. I mean, it's got a bunch of people from, like, crazy developers, like X Double Fine people, and Telltale, and LucasArts, and Clay, and Lionhead. Like, a bunch of devs that I all really like, and they all are now working at this. So, I mean, it could turn to be something really, really amazing. We don't know. We'll see how it is. Oh, and the trailer for Oceanhorn came out. It's a Zelda. Well, it came out a little while ago now, I guess. Back. Oh, whoops! It came out almost a month ago. I just didn't talk about it till now. It's a very, very, very Zelda. Like, it looks like Zelda. Homage coming out on the PC. So, I mean, it's. They even say they're making Legend of Zelda because they love Legend of Zelda. So, I mean, it's already out on iOS, I guess, but they're making a Steam version that's completely remastered and has like an actual PC engine and everything to it. But man, if you look at the UI, yeah, that's Zelda. Like, down to the font, it is Zelda. And hey, I am perfectly down for a PC Zelda that isn't It'll Do. Not that I don't like It'll Do. I've actually been playing that a lot lately. Oh yeah. There was an article that went up a while ago, and I've kind of just been keeping track of it. But it's a spreadsheet of all game Kickstarters since. Well, it just got updated today, that are over $100,000 funding, I believe. Or, actually, I think it just looks like all game Kickstarters. Yeah, there's a lot. There's 186 entire games on here. And they rate them from... rate them from anywhere from too early to tell, admitted failure, significant risk, normal progression or some signs of risk, low risk, or imminent release, or released. And man, there's a lot of red on here. I mean, not nearly as much as green. There's a lot of green. But there's also a lot of red. And a couple orange. Yeah, and red is the admitted failure, orange is significant risk. But it's it's not doing too well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can see why people are so wary of Kickstarters, because yeah, there's a lot of released stuff, but there's also a lot of failed on here, and I bet there's a lot of people who've put a ton of money into this. Like, even one that I'm really looking forward to is currently at risk, and that's Hyperlight Drifter. I mean, it's been a while, and he kind of disappeared for a bit because of health issues, so hopefully it'll be out soonish. But I'm really looking forward to it. There's a new game that's coming out. It just funded. What's it called? Oh, it's built in the Banner Saga engine, and it looked really, really cool. And I actually just put it into I think I bookmarked it, actually. That is Bedlam. Yes, Bedlam. Bedlam is going. It looks pretty cool, and I will definitely be grabbing that as soon as I can. Made $167,450 on Kickstarter, so. But the art style is freaking awesome. I'll put a link in the show notes and stuff. But Yeah, I mean, Kickstarter is it's the same as early access. It's a kind of very terrifying thing for both, well, less for the developers because they can just run away with the money, and more for the customers who might get completely fucked over. It, it sucks because I've been lucky in my kickstarting and stuff where all the games that all the things I've kickstarted have actually finished, but there's a lot who don't, and like there's some kickstarters that make millions and then need more money, a la Tim Schafer. I love you, Tim, but come on, man. Or who completely fuck over everybody who contributed to them and never properly finish the game, a la Goddess, however the fuck you said that. Thanks, Molyneux. It's, I don't know. Early access and Kickstarter are a scary thing for everybody, I think. More so for consumers, but yeah. Man, I'm just still really hung up on the Unity thing. Like, Unity and Unreal being free is just really kind of amazing. Oh, there is one thing. Apparently Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain is expected a worldwide release for September 1st. That was on a accidentally released video on IGN Italia. But yeah, we'll see how that shakes out. Because I mean, if they're gonna make a PC version, I will probably get it. Because fuck yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm good with that. I played the shit out of every other one of the Metal Gear games, and I'm sure I'll play the shit out of this one. So, we'll see. As for whatever the fuck I've been playing, it honestly hasn't really been much. Minecraft, it'll do. I played a little bit of Shadowrun, a little bit of Warframe, because they've had a few major updates. Playing the shit out of Banner Saga right now. Got a bunch of videos up on that, and Evoland, which actually should wrap up this week. I don't even know if I've done a podcast since I started that. But, yeah, I mean, video games. What you gonna do? Anyway, that should be it for this, because I'm gonna go work on things that aren't me rambling at a microphone about video games. Yeah, anyway, if you like the shit we do or want to see more of it, SpiderSquidProductions.com or YouTube.com/SpiderSquidStudios or YouTube.com/RecurringVs. And if you want to support us at all, maybe chip a little bit of money our way, Patreon.com/SSP. Anyway, yeah, have a nice night, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.